Hi, how are you? Thank you for taking the time to meet with me. I know it's easier these days to do these kinds of appointments on Skype. So that's what we're trying to do. Right. And it just makes people feel more comfortable and it's more convenient. So I'm kind of like an intake coordinator. I'm the go between you and the therapist that you chose with our company. And before you have your first appointment tomorrow, I just wanted to go over the form that you filled out online. Did you complete that by any chance? Almost. So I'll go ahead and look it up by your last name, and then we will go ahead and get started. I'm just going to make sure that I'm filling in all the blanks for your therapist, the counselor that you chose. So when you have your first appointment tomorrow, you know exactly what to work on, and that way you don't feel like your time is being wasted and you get a full, good hours worth, you know, get more bang for your buck because you're not wasting time with the initial intake information. Right. Okay. So let me go ahead. I have my computer here and I'll also be taking notes. Um, Let me open up your file. And can you just tell me your last name and how do you spell that? Mm-hmm. Give me 1 second. Okay. Ah, you're the only person with that last name, so that was pretty easy. Okay, and it says you're about 65% complete in your online form. So let me go ahead and look through the questions and see what you haven't done and what I can help you with for tomorrow for your therapy appointment. Perfect. What is the primary reason that you're seeking out therapy? Okay. Okay. And have you been to therapy before? And when was that? Okay, perfect. Let's see, what else do we have here that you haven't done? We talked about the biggest reason for therapy. Are there other people involved in the situation, or would you feel like it's something that's bothering just you? Okay. Right. Don't mind me, I'm just also going to be taking some notes. Right. Okay. Okay. And how has this issue been making you feel on an everyday basis? Right. More often than not? Okay. Sure. How many times? Okay. Okay, we already asked that. And this particular issue that we've been discussing, is it affecting your self-esteem? How you feel about yourself? Okay. Right. No, that's understandable. So then that's kind of how you describe your overall mood? Okay. Mostly just because of this issue? Right. Okay. Let's see. And when you feel like this, do you feel like this consistency with that emotion, or do you feel like you're riding a roller coaster of emotion, like up, down, happy, sad? Okay. And for how long? Oh, yes, the doctor will be getting my notes that I'm writing here by hand, a copy, as well as the form that we're finishing filling out for you. Yes, completely confidential. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have people around you that you feel connected with at this time? People that you feel like you can talk to, relate to, family and friends? And do you have a close relationship with your mother and father? Okay. And siblings? Oh, really? Sure, that's understandable. Right. And what are you hoping to get out of therapy? Do you have goals, dreams, aspirations, any positive changes that you'd like to see as you progress? Okay. Right. With your friendships? Mm-hmm. And family, of course. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have no doubt that the counselor that you picked, they're really great, and I know them personally, and I think that's something that would be like right up their alley to help you with. Sure. Do you want me to write that down in my notes? By what date? And that's a goal for you? Okay. All right. Now, what my computer is telling me based on some of the information that you've been giving me, I kind of would like to do some questions about depression and anxiety, but I wanted to I have to get your approval for that first. I can't just start asking. So that's something that you're willing to do or to look into about yourself? Perfect. Okay, so these aren't questions so much as kind of sentences, and you're going to tell me how much it pertains to you over the past 2 weeks. So the time frame that we're going to be using is the past 2 weeks. So after every sentence I say, you're gonna give me an answer of not at all, several days over the past 2 weeks, more than half the days over the past 2 weeks, or nearly every day. And those are the 4 answers that you can give me. And then I'm just going to be writing notes if you have anything to add besides just your answer. Okay? Are you ready? Little interest or pleasure in doing things. Not at all, several days, more than half the days, or nearly every day. Okay. Okay. Don't mind, I'm just going to take notes as you talk. Next one, feeling down, depressed. Every day, some days, most of the days. Okay. Right. Okay. What about your sleep over the past 2 weeks? Have you been having a problem falling asleep, staying asleep, getting up too many times? Not at all, several days. Several days, okay. Right. And what are you taking for that? And that's not prescription, just over the counter. Okay. Okay. Sure, yeah. And what about your energy level? Tired most days, tired some days, tired almost every day, more than half the days. Okay. Okay. And just a couple more. Do you have trouble concentrating, whether it's like conversations, watching television? Do you have a hard time focusing because your mind wanders? Has that happened at all? Okay. Right. Okay. All right. And you don't have any thoughts, like you're not hurting in any really, like, okay. It's a very difficult question for me to even get out. Right. No, not at all. That's understandable. I think I think that's something that you could definitely talk to your therapist about. I think the counselor would have more information for stuff like that than I do. I definitely am just a coordinator and I'm not licensed in any way. I'm just kind of like a go-between, so I can't give you like true, real medical advice. Yeah, sure. And that's something you want to know more about. Yeah, I just have to write it down. No problem. Okay. Now, um, your your therapist, they might suggest stuff. Yeah, like cognitive therapy. My shoes are making a funny sound. Sorry, real life. Um, there's cognitive therapy and there's medications. There's all kinds of stuff for things like that. But like I said, it's not gonna be me that tells you what to do. All right. Um. All right. We're gonna do one more questionnaire, and then I will be done with you. Hopefully. You just give a rating of a 1 through 4, with 1 being never, 2 being sometimes, 3 being frequently, and 4 being almost always. I'm just gonna ask you some, or it's not even asking, it's really some statements on how you feel on a typical day, like an everyday basis, not just like the past 2 weeks. So I feel pleasant. 1 through 4, with 1 being never and 4 being always. I feel pleasant. I feel nervous. Okay. I feel satisfied with myself. Yeah, just like as a person, like where you're at in your life. 1 is never, 2 is sometimes, 3 is frequently, 4 is almost always. Okay. You want to be as happy as other people. Okay. You feel rested, like well rested, like you get good sleep. Yeah, I just want to know like most days. Okay, sure. Would you describe yourself as calm, cool, and collected? Okay. And do you feel like you can't overcome difficulties? Like it's you can't take on too many things at once. Okay. Do you worry about things that like logically don't matter, or what would be described as anxiety? Okay. Do you have self-confidence? Feel secure? Mm-hmm. Do you feel content in your life? Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, so the only thing I think that is missing is I need your date of birth. Okay. And then can you tell me what your insurance provider is called? And by any chance, do you know your insurance provider, like medical number, like your record number? Was that 56? Okay. Perfect. Okay. It looks like we are 100% done with your online form, and I have plenty of notes to also give your counselor. So what happens next is everything will get um, passed on to your therapist, and then you'll have your appointment tomorrow. Oh, I forgot. Would you like it to be a Skype or a Zoom call? Would you like it to be a phone call? Or do you know if you're nearby your therapist for in person? Okay, perfect. So at the allotted time of your appointment, which looks like it's 10 a.m. tomorrow, what will happen next is you will just get invited with a Zoom link via text message, and you go ahead and click on that. It'll take you straight to your first appointment with your therapist. All of your goals, your hopes, and your wishes for your therapy appointment, as well as your results from the questionnaires that I did with you today, everything will be given to the doctor. So the doctor won't be going in blind. The therapist will have everything that they need to know about you and what's going on with you. So your 1 hour first appointment or first session will go much more smoothly, and you'll get down to what's really going on with you much quicker. Sound good? All right. Thank you for taking the time doing this online. I appreciate it. Everyone's working from home these days, but if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me via my email address. You can also call the number here if you want, the 800 number, and I will be your case manager, the person that looks out for you, make sure you have the best therapist throughout your entire therapy time with us. I also wanted you to know that if for some reason this therapist doesn't work out and you want to try someone else, you can totally do that through us, no charge. It's free. You can kind of therapist shop around and see who you like and who's the best fit for you. So I don't want you to feel that you're trapped with this therapist or whatever if it doesn't work out, okay? You're welcome. All right, take care and best wishes in your long and healthy journey of taking care of yourself. Be proud that you took the first step. Bye. Have a good one.